Welcome to Soup for Supper. We're gonna make a really good broccoli cheddar soup. I can't wait. Now, recently I had a subscriber ask if I would review this cookbook. I've actually made a few dishes out of it on the channel already, but I did not actually do a proper review on it, which is what I thought we would do right now. This is going to be the soup we're going to make. Now, I am not going to put it in this bread bowl because I just don't like my soup served that way. So I have everything here that we need, including some bread that I'm going to toast up and turn into garlic toast to go with the soup. So I think that'll be a good way to approximate what it would taste like, with the bread bowl. Everything in here can be fresh and homegrown or something picked up from your farmer's market. I absolutely love how they've got this particular cookbook organized. Instead of actually going by dish, it goes by ingredient. So if you have a particular vegetable that you have either bought or grown yourself, you can go here to one of these chapters, look it up, and find all kinds of really good recipes for that particular vegetable. Let's go ahead and look at this corn, page 26. Because almost everybody that puts in a garden usually grows a little patch of corn. So let's see what they've got. This looks awesome. You've got freezer sweet corn, so they tell you how to preserve your harvest. This looks really good, a souffle. You've got corn salad, which I could eat a ton of that. You've got grilled corn on the cob. This looks really good. We'll have to try that this summer. This looks awesome, Mexican street corn. You've also got these little corn croquettes. These look so good. I didn't notice this at first, or I would have tried it this summer, but definitely next summer. And now that's it for corn, and we go right straight into cucumber, and we see all of our recipes for that. I absolutely love the pictures. Taste of Home usually does really well with their pictures, and they did not disappoint with this one. I like how they include a picture with each recipe so that you can see what it's going to look like. Now, as I said before, I've actually cooked out of this a couple of times. I will link those videos down below so you can see another idea out of this book. And I've actually cooked out of it just off the channel, just for me and my husband. Every recipe I've tried in this particular cookbook has been awesome. Now, let's go ahead and see if this soup is just as good as the rest of the recipes we've tried. As you can see, I've got my two little buddies in the kitchen with me. These are the two that always shows up anytime they hear something on the cutting board. Next up is to melt our butter. I'm going to be doing this in a Dutch oven, but you can do it in a large soup pot if you have one. And then once the butter's melted, we're going to be adding our garlic and our onion. Now, I absolutely love garlic, so I'm adding extra, but you can stick right with the recipe and not include any more if you don't want to. I hear it sizzling, so I think it's ready. Let's go ahead, put in our onion first. Now our garlic. And we'll let that sizzle away. I absolutely love that sound, and I love the smell that sauteed garlic and onions gives off, especially in butter. And now we're ready to add the rest of our ingredients. Let's go ahead and get our broccoli in there. Our carrots. We're going to add our stock, our cream, and I've got all our spices ready. We go ahead and add that in now. This a good stir, and we're gonna leave this alone until these vegetables are nice and tender. Then we'll come back and add the rest of our ingredients. And now we're ready to make our cornstarch thickener. So let's go ahead and get that ready. We will add that to our soup. And it's said to let that boil for 1 to 2 minutes, just until that thickens. And just so you know, I actually added extra broccoli. It said 2 cups. I actually added about 6 cups, just because I like a lot of vegetables in my soup. And I think it fit perfect, and it makes it a little bit heartier. And we'll go ahead and use this time also to dig our bay leaves out. Now our last step is to add the cheese. I know it looks like a lot. I actually cut it down a little bit. So if you have a dairy intolerance, this is not the soup to go with. But according to the notes, it's supposed to mimic Panera's broccoli soup. So I'm assuming they must have a lot of dairy in their broccoli soup too. And while we wait for the cheese to kind of incorporate into the soup, let's go ahead and get our garlic toast ready. I'm just going to pop this into my air fryer until it's a little bit toasted. This soup looks and smells so good. It really does rival anything I've seen at Panera Bread. So let's go ahead and dish up so we can give it a taste. All right, Mitch is working, so it's just me trying the soup. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. That is so good. I mean, with that much cheese in it, it probably has to be good. But it's nice because you can still get that little hint of nutmeg coming through. And I like that the broccoli maintained its really vibrant green texture. It's so nice. This would be perfect on a really cold winter's day, one that we are not having right now in East Tennessee. It is over 60 degrees right now, but the soup is still awesome. And there you go. That is our review of Farm to Table. If you really like fresh vegetables, or if you have your own garden, you are absolutely going to love this Taste of Home cookbook. I'm so glad I picked it up. I actually didn't pick it up to do a review. I picked it up just for my own self, you know, just to cook out of. But I'm so glad that I did, because I've used this so many times, especially in the summer when I had a garden and I really needed some ideas on what to do with all that produce that was coming out of it. So thank you so much for watching the first Soup for Supper series that I'm going to be doing. I'll probably do one a month in the cold weather, just because I absolutely love soup in the winter and I actually kind of crave it. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching this time. Hope you try the soup. You're gonna love it. I'll see you then. Bye.
And if you like historical cooking and unusual cookbooks, here's 2 more videos you might enjoy. And make sure to like and subscribe for more foodie adventures.